GoGreenfields podcast with me, River, and me, Terran. Today we're going to be doing coffee roasting, which is actually really, really cool, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, and we have our special guesting roaster guy. That's Kozo. Alright, say hi, Kozo.
Hey, everybody.
Roastmaster.
Roastmaster. Yeah, he's a roastmaster. And we're in our grandma's coffee shop, Bucer's, right now. So you might hear that loud noise in the background, Terran. What is that loud noise in the back? That is the roaster heating up. And how long are we going to have that heating up? For about 15 minutes. And then we're going to let it cool back down to starting temperature. And then let it heat up 15 degrees. And we're going to start roasting the beans. Yay!
I just turned the burner off, and the temperature will start dropping. You can see the temperature here. We let it get pretty high. This is in Celsius because it's a Turkish roaster. We'll let it drop back down to about 175, and then we'll turn the burner back on, and soon after we'll start roasting.
Yeah!
I'm going to measure out the first batch of beans that we're going to do. We roast them individually and then combine them. We'll blend them probably tomorrow. The first one that we're going to do is our Colombian coffee.
Colombia! Whoa, that's a lot of beans.
We'll just turn the burner back on. It's heating back up. I'm going to drop these into the funnel up top. And when the temperature is where we want it to be, I'll open the funnel and the beans will drop in and start roasting. And if I open this up, you can see they're all in there. I'll pull this out so you can hear it. So we usually wait until there's kind of a rolling crack. We don't go at the very first few.
We have just heard the first cracks, and now we're pouring the beans. What are we doing now?
Right now we are waiting for the, it looks like the temperature just dropped back to our starting position, our starting temperature. These beans that we just dropped out are cooling because we want them to stop cooking as quickly as possible. So there's a vent that draws some air down through them. We'll turn the burner back on in a second here and then get our second batch going.
So does the fruit of the coffee have any like special medicinal like uses or other antioxidants in it?
It does, yeah. It's actually very, very high in antioxidants. It has, I think, 30 times more antioxidants than red wine does. So the fruit is very good for you.
That's a lot. Was that while we were measuring it was like 15 pounds, but then after it was like 12, so it lost like 3 pounds of water?
Yeah, so the green coffee beans, they don't feel wet, but when we measured them out, it was 15 pounds, and when we finished roasting them, they were about 12.5 pounds, so about 2.5 pounds of water evaporated right now.
So here we are opening up the hatch to let the beans come out of the cookery area, or like the oven. And basically it's going into a machine that's going to spin it around, letting them cool so they don't keep cooking further and become burnt. And the reason they are coming out darker than when they came in is because, kind of like if you were to roast a marshmallow or a sausage over the fireplace, the more it gets cooked, the darker it gets because it gets more burned and all that stuff. That's why there's different types of coffee beans, like heavily roasted or lighter coffee beans, and they all taste different. So.
Check on the beans, seeing how dark they're getting.
thank you for listening to this Go Greenfields podcast. It was really short, but really, really fun.
Yeah, we learned a lot, and I hope you guys did too.
Thank you, special guest Kozo.
No problem.
And if you guys want to see more photos, videos, recipes, podcasts, you can go to Instagram, Facebook, or most importantly, our website, GoGreenfields.com.
Thank you for listening.
See you guys later.
Bye. This episode was brought to you by Thrive Market and these other wonderful sponsors:
Remedy Kids, Farmer's Juice,
and Desert Farms.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Now it's our time for a bit of fun in our new podcast segment called River and Terran's 10 New Ideas. Be sure to catch more of our ideas on our new Go Greenfields 10 Ideas blog at gogreenfields.com/10 ideas. So our first favorite idea is Terran's idea, and it is a specific dog petting chart, which is basically a little website where you can look up your dog, if it's a purebred or a mutt. If it's a mutt, you just look up like Chihuahua plus, I guess, a poodle. And then it would come up with the specific places where it likes that dog to be pet.
Our dog really likes this
The ears.
idea. He is
Yeah.
totally tuning in and snuggling right
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Our second 10 new ideas of our top 3 would be a reusable pizza box with an infrared heater. This was my idea, and sometimes people don't like cold pizza. And if it's a long trip from the pizza place, the car has to keep the pizza warm. And how are they going to do that? Well, voila! We've got a pizza box with an infrared heater in it, so it could keep the pizza warm and the cheese melty. Melty, is that a word? I don't know. Melty.
Melted.
And then it's also reusable, so it also saves up cardboard and makes your pizza taste good.
Yeah.
And then our third and final idea is for paintball battles, and it is a nitric oxide converter for paintball wars.
Yeah, we always have trouble
getting
those little
we always
capsules.
yeah. But you know those little metal tubes that you put in the paintball gun and it actually makes it like fire the paintballs? Well, those kind of run out really fast and they're kind of expensive, so I came up with an idea that you take the little tin thing after the cap is off and it's all used, and you put it in the little machine, and then you press the button and it sucks some air and converts it to nitric oxide and pushes it in, and then you just like buy little caps, like a box of caps, and it puts a cap on, and then you got it. So you
For
can
only the
reuse.
serious fighters.
Yeah, so you can reuse it, which is really helpful because they're really annoying sometimes. And those are our 10 new ideas for this podcast. Be sure to tune in next week to get some more top 3 and our next week's of 10 new ideas.
Yay!